Hello. Today I speak to you from the comforts of my bed under two polyester duvets. It is a rainy afternoon. Yesterday night I was extremely bored. So I went on Google Play and downloaded an app called Honey Magazine. This app allows you to read a couple of romantic stories whereby you can make certain choices. I don't know if the choices actually affect the outcome. Some of the choices, like in a lot of choose your own adventure games, cost you some kind of in game currency that you can use your real money to buy. But because I am cheap, I hardly make choices that require me to do that. I don't know if that changes the course of my story, but it definitely remains entertaining. Today, I'm going to share with you one of the stories that I'm currently reading. Lucky for us, this story is totally free on the app, which means that we can read books 1 to the very last book free of charge. I've already looked at book 1 and also the first chapter of book 2, so I'll try my best to summarize what's happened so far. I play as a character that I have very astutely named Lydia Bennet. Don't ask me why. It's probably just my love for Victorian literature and all kinds of nonsense tendencies. In this story, Lydia's grandfather owns an extremely powerful company in Japan. She is forced to choose a fiance to marry. And because she panicked so badly, she accidentally picked a man named Taiga. And this Taiga person and her are figuring out if it is best for them to stay with the engagement or to break it off eventually. So they're trying their best to get along with one another. At the same time, there's a mini subplot going on. Taiga is investigating a case whereby an employee in Lydia's grandfather's company was wrongfully dismissed. So there's a little bit of uncertainty and unease going on over there. But let's jump right into the story where we left off. So up to this point, Lydia and Taiga have been ordered by Lydia's grandfather to go on a vacation so that they can get to know one another better. They have just finished watching a water dance musical light show at a theater, and now they are in the store of an aquarium where they've just finished admiring some deep sea creatures. Right now, we are starting chapter 3 in book 2. I'm going to read out most of the dialogue and try to let you know which person is talking. But I think you can tell from the tone of my voice. There are also some of Lydia's thoughts in these dialogue bubbles, so I'll try to make that clear as well. Lydia thinks, "When he grasped my arm, I thought he'd pull me in for an embrace. Oh, how wrong am I, stupid brain, stupid imagination." Taiga says, "We should start heading to the hotel soon." Very authoritative. Lydia responds, yeah. That was when he let go of my arm, dropping it like a hot potato. I'm not sure any woman wants to compare her arm to a hot potato, but whatever you say to bring out the intensity of the moment, I guess. We didn't hold hands after that, nor during the taxi ride to the hotel. Well, I get that you're technically engaged and everything, but isn't it a little excessive to hold hands all the time? Anyway, moving on. Lydia is silent. They have arrived at the hotel. I get out of the taxi, then stand still as I take a look at the hotel front. This can't be the hotel, she thinks. What kind of crazy, fancy Las Vegas Cinderella hybrid is this? Oh! It's clearly too much for her poor little mind. The splendor of the hotel greatly contrasts my plain appearance so much. Don't put yourself down like that, Lydia. Don't put yourself down. I hesitate to take a step. Looks like we have a choice here. Let's say this is what he's used to. Is this what Taiga is used to? If he is, talk about societal disparity. I agree. What a timely topic. Income inequality. What are you doing standing there? Hurry up, come on. Clearly very impatient. Come, he says, as if I could. I don't know if that was an innuendo, but sure. Look at the clothes, the aura of these other people entering. Oh, poor baby is self-conscious. They are radiating like Hollywood stars. My eyes. I can't just waltz in there wearing this. I look awful. Again, Lydia is putting herself down. I don't condone that. I believe that true rich people just go anywhere in Birkenstocks and old t-shirts and they don't care because they know that they have the money. You know, I'm wearing this. Not sure if it's okay. I reevaluate my appearance. I know I don't look nor dress like a hobgoblin in rags. I do what I can with what I have. In my chic dresses and simple soft cardigan, if I walk down any street in the city, I look good, feminine, casual as I call it. But these people are in a whole new other level of couture and lifestyle. What? You want to dress yourself up in some inadequate getup? So this was a reference to an earlier chapter in one of the books where Taiga takes Lydia shopping at a bunch of high-end stores and forces her to try on numerous outfits, all of which he calls inadequate. Anyway, Lydia thinks, always inadequate this, inadequate that. It makes me sad. I really feel like I'm not good enough for him. Oh, come on. I feel my heart contract painfully in my chest. I know fully well how inadequate I am, she exclaims. So I don't need you to constantly remind me of it. Thank you, girl. Stand up for yourself. It's depressing. Yes, you are right. Regardless of how underdressed I am, there's no turning back. I move towards the entrance, ready to walk past Taiga when he grabs me by the wrist, stopping me in my tracks. What? Rather, the momentum of me going forward and his grabbing of my right wrist twirls me around to face him. That's not how physics works. That's not how things in real life work. But sure. Our eyes meet. His gaze lowered, I see his perplexed expression. It seems like you've misinterpreted something, so listen. When I said inadequate, I didn't mean you. Ooh, all right. Don't misunderstand. Oh, really? So if you didn't mean me, could you clarify what you meant? She's a little dense. I'm sure she knows what he meant. He doesn't say anything again. No. Wow, that's helpful. Then what was the point of saying all that? Now I'm curious. I have the right to know. He looks uneasy by my persistence, which amuses me to no end. I hardly see him looking like a concerned animal. Great way to describe your potential future husband. Come on, spill, Lydia says. Please, if you don't tell me, I won't be able to sleep tonight. Maybe he realized how futile it is to duck my plea because soon he resignedly tells me, or attempts to. Well, it's like this, or to put it in another way, what I mean by inadequate is you're fine as you are, not all dolled up in some weird way. Oh? At first, I thought to treat you by buying clothes or some other things like that, but nothing you tried on seemed to compliment you, no matter what it was. What I am trying to tell you is I think you're beautiful as you are. Lydia is shocked. As I am? Just this? Yes, damn it, how much clearer can I be? So all those times you said inadequate, that's what you were trying to tell me. He hadn't any bad intentions, but Tyga really sucks at compliments. Yeah, she's right. Lydia is right. You got a problem with it? Tyga, that was a really convoluted way to say something so simple. Not my fault. That's the first time I ever tried to say something cheesy. You're blushing. I am not. You totally are. Besides, you can't hide it from me. I can tell. Whenever you get angry or flustered, you stop talking like a lame robot. That's not... With nothing else to say, he darts his gaze away from me. Aw, how cute, Lydia thinks. Not my commentary. She thinks that he's cute. Tyga's face is suffused with color. A flustered Tyga is an adorable Tyga. Okay. Okay. Sure. I personally don't know how to respond to that, but I guess when you fall in love, you say things like that. Tyga says, Hey. Yes. He still refuses to meet my eyes, but holds out a closed hand to me. This is the only thing I found that I thought was perfect for you. He opens his closed hand and drops a trinket in my palm. Isn't this... If we're going to be married, I thought we should share a matching set of some sort. He holds up his own phone for me to see. Dangling attached to his phone is the same trinket he dropped in my palm, a dolphin phone strap. This is another reference to an earlier chapter where they were in the aquarium store and Lydia was gushing over how cute the dolphin phone strap was. He said he didn't know what was cute about it, and yet I'm unable to stop the grin that is forming on my face. Tyga's adorable. Thanks, I'm glad you got it for me. Be sure to attach it on your phone. Yes, of course. I'm surprised though. I didn't think you'd be into matching accessories. Well, you're a special case. How long are you going to giggle like that? Whatever, I'm happy. Ha! You're blushing again. Am not. That was a long and arduous exchange that I had to read out. Thank you for your patience. Right now, Tyga and Lydia are back in their hotel room. Lydia says, this is delish. I eat heartily, relishing the food that's just been brought to our room. This grandiose meal in this grandiose room. Ooh, I am giddy with delight. There's much more, so eat whatever you want. You don't have to tell me again. Hey, so I've been wondering. What? This trip has been great so far, but, how much is all of this going to cost? Huh? I'm sure you know that I won't be able to pay you back right away, but I can pay you in increments or... That won't be necessary. Come on, eat. Yeah, I'm eating. It's just I really should pay you back. I said it's not necessary. If you keep persisting, your food is going to get cold. Thank you very much. Let's see what Lydia has to do over here. One of the choices says it bothers me. The other one, it makes me happy. I would be bothered by this. I don't insist because I know that Tyga won't accept it anyway, but deep down it bothers me a little bit. I care about my independence and I don't like the idea that he pays for everything with me. I hope we can share the costs in future. I don't want to be a dependent woman. So for all the things that I've thought about Lydia, this is definitely a statement that I personally stand by. Good for you. I take my spoon, then sip a spoonful of soup. I let myself savor its gentle flavor as it spreads in my mouth. Next scene with Taiga and Lydia still in their hotel rooms. Lydia says, "That's what my grandfather said, right?" After dinner, Taiga talks about work while I sit on the bed listening. He seeks corrupt companies and enters them to ostensibly provide consultation, only to seek the wrongdoings and try to set it right from the inside. That sounds like a pretty interesting job in real life, if you ask me. I'm not really sure what that might be called. Would you say he's something like an activist investor or something else? I don't know, but that's definitely the first time I've heard about such a career. Anyway, moving on. The nature of his work has not only exposed corruption, but has brought many companies to ruin. Taiga looks uneasy, guilt weighing on his mind as we reach the subject of what my grandfather has said to us before. That corrupt employee won't be the only one affected. He has a family. The corrupt employee that he talks about refers to an employee that pushed the blame for embezzlement onto another employee who was wrongfully dismissed. If you recall, this was one of the cases that Taiga was involved in. Taiga continues, "On one hand, I'm doing the right thing, but once the truth comes out, his wife and children will get thrown into this dark mess. It's all interconnected. Right and wrong are just two faces of the same coin. I often think about that myself." I look over Taiga. I cannot imagine the burden of responsibility he bears, not to mention the eternal struggle of constantly questioning whether you are on the right side of justice or the bad guy. Then I realize this is the first time he's opened up to me. But this struggle is rather complex, the more you think of it, and something you'd have to come to terms with. Even though he thinks all he's done has been right and fair, he genuinely worries and second-guesses himself. Lydia says, "You're not the bad guy here." "How can you be so sure?" "Don't you think it's strange? Out there was the guy who actually committed a crime, yet you're the one tormenting yourself over it. It's strange. Even if that company collapses and even if their families get embroiled in its aftermath, you're right in what you did. You're not culpable. And if the family suffers because of this, you'll find another way to reach out and help. People may get hurt, and other people may get wronged, but I believe in what you think is fair and just." He doesn't say anything. "That's why I'm sure. From what I've seen of you, I don't think there's anything wrong in the direction of your moral compass." Lydia. Could I hold you?" "Me?" Oh boy, things are about to get spicy out in here. In that instant, Taiga wraps his arms around me in an embrace. Taiga!" I hug him back. I don't insist and give in. Then, hesitant, I raise my arms to hug him back. Immediately, I feel him take a deep breath and tighten his grip around me even more. With his arms around my waist, I close my eyes, feeling my heart quicken a few extra beats. "That was..." Lydia asks him. "Yes?" "No, never mind." "What?" A hand slides to my neck, nestling my head against his nape. I draw in a breath and realize that suddenly breathing is difficult for me. I wonder why. My hand clutches the fabric of his shirt. We pull back slightly and hold the other in our gaze as the air seems to go still between us. He caresses my cheek with a warm hand. My breath and heart quicken. He watches me with an unmistakably warm look in his eye, and we inch closer, my hand clutching his shirt a little harder. My eyes close and I feel his lips brush lightly before he stops. He grabs me by the shoulders and forcibly pushes me away. What? Ugh. Tiger? Why would you? Hey! He doesn't say anything again. Lydia says, I'm unsure how to feel about this as big anxieties start to battle for first place. The first is the horror that I've just been undoubtedly rejected. The second is embarrassment that I brought this upon myself by misreading the situation. All right, Lydia, please do not second guess yourself. Don't put yourself down. You didn't misread the situation. He's just being kind of strange right now. Calm your teddies. Anyway, I'm afraid to know the truth of the matter, but I'm also afraid to not know. What should I do? Costs money for one of these choices, so let's just say nothing. I'm scared to hear his answer, regardless of what it might be. I catch a glint in his eyes as he moves closer, until I find myself facing him, his head a few inches from mine. Then he presses his lips on mine in a kiss that is rich, slow, and sweet. It's not fair that pushy, arrogant, workaholic Taiga kisses gently like this. Lydia. My body falls back on the bed with Taiga hovering above me. He looks down at me. I look right back at him. Neither of us move. I wonder what's going through his mind right now. And in that moment, I don't know what to expect. Wait, should I even be expecting anything? Taiga's expression is inscrutable, and as much as I would like to believe he's fallen for me, the look in his eye doesn't seem like he has. Why does he look like he's in pain? Even though he's here beside me, I feel like he's a million miles away. And just when I think I know him, the more I learn I don't. When we met, he was pushy, but not without justification. And just when I get close to him, drawn to him, he pushes me away. Then there's the kiss. I really don't know anymore. I don't know what to believe. What is going on through that mind of yours? What should I expect from you, Taiga? Should I hope? Hope. With that one single word lingering in my mind, I now know. I know, and I cannot keep running away from myself. I might have regretted choosing him as a fiancé at first, but now I like him. No, I love him. I'm hopelessly in love with Taiga. I think... Well, what do you think? We got two options. One of them says I'm in trouble. The other one says I'm happy. Let's go with the happy option. I think I'm happy now that I have this revelation. Being in love is a wonderful feeling. With the truth so obvious, there's no turning back for me now. I'm in love with Taiga. Pure and simple. I want him. Lydia asks, why are we stopping? Shouldn't we continue? He doesn't say anything again, as usual. What's wrong with this guy? He grabs my arm and pulls my body up into sitting position. Next time. Wait, what? Why? I didn't mean to sound hurt. I didn't mean to sound pleading, but that's how my voice has come out. Maybe it's my voice that's done it, but Taiga takes a sharp intake of breath, reaches out to me again and holds me in his arms. That's all I can do for today. I thought he might end it, but that's not what he says. He gently cradles me like I'm something fragile he's afraid to break. Lydia says, "Okay, I understand, but I really don't, nor can I bring myself to feel sad or sorry for myself because I know he can't offer anything more than the gentle way he holds me." All right, we are done with this chapter. It seems like things are going well for our Pride and Prejudice wannabe protagonist so far. Let me know if you enjoyed this video and if you'd like to see the next chapter coming up.